I have some sad news.
Was the cosplayer, the ass cosplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Dude,
That's the one I was talking about last time.
Yeah, but now that...
Because I was going to tell you on the podcast, but it was like, it's too big. You're probably going to know even before, like...
No, I didn't even hear anything. Until, like, just today, I was gathering all the information about it. I'm like, oh, this is the one Ray was talking about the other time. And then people were saying, he was rejecting the person constantly. And
then he made a joke, I think, where I guess she edited something really good, and he's all like, oh, I'm going to marry you. It was something dumb like that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they just went off with it, and then he just killed himself.
I think the worst part about that was I was trying to dig deeper into it, and then someone was like, oh, so someone had posted the live, not of him, like killing himself, but
leading up to it?
Yeah, but it was the aftermath, which was his friends trying to break through his front door. And you could hear, like, the sound just banging, like, pa, pa, like they're trying to break through, like, glass and the door, and, like, you can just hear it echo, and it's heavy. It was really heavy, because they're trying so fucking hard to get through, but it was already too late.
And then, supposedly, I believe they started a petition to have, like, the company that makes, like, the Call of Duty games, for him to have a skin on there, because that's all he wanted. And then something kind of good out of a really bad situation is that the family and the company have made an agreement, so there most likely might be
That's nice.
a skin for him. Which, I mean, he was just wearing a ghost mask, but he would wear, like, clothes, so...
Like, name a gun after him or something, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fucking heavy. I guess that's why we're drinking a dark roast instead.
I got so sad. I was like, man.
You know what's a good way to lighten the mood though? I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but I'm only gonna tell you it, like, in confident. I don't know if I'll leave it in. I had a sex dream with that killer clown from Knots, that one performer, like the girl, and then Nanami.
Wait, what? I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that?
Like a sex dream.
There was a what?
A sex dream.
What is that?
What do you mean? What's that? It's exactly what it sounds like.
What? I don't know what that is.
It's a sex dream. It's exactly what it fucking
sounds
like.
I thought you were saying stream. I thought you were saying a stream, sex stream.
No.
She's a mother.
And Nanami's a daddy. Like, what the fuck you want to hear from me?
Bitch, I'm a mother.
It was... Shit got steamy.
You're talking about Bobbins?
Huh?
Bobbins?
The one that's like, tie your shoes?
Yeah, that's Bobbins.
Oh shit.
Her name is Bobbins.
It was fucking weird. Like,
do you want to follow her Instagram? I have her Instagram.
I'll follow the Instagram, but I woke up and I was like, what a weird fucking dream. And then I fell back to sleep and I had a different dream, like, that was about me saving children, and then Daisy was like, hey, let's go get coffee. And then she woke me up, and then she went, hey, let's go get coffee. I was like, okay, I needed a break from that steamy shit.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna share it to you real quick.
Those Nanami edits just really took a toll on my psyche. Bro, it was fucking everywhere. Says she's a mother?
Yeah, she's a mom.
Oh shit. Cool for her. Oh wow, she really does cosplay. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's her.
She was really sweet when you asked for that photo too. You were so fucking nervous.
I was. I love her so much.
It was one of the most... I feel like when meeting somebody that you kind of not look up to, but when... I guess just like meeting somebody that you know, right? Like every time, like my palms will get sweaty and I can just feel my own heart just beating fucking fast. I'm so aware of it and I hate it.
But yeah, I was a fan of her until I met that conductor.
Oh, that's right, that conductor.
He's so hot.
He was smooth.
They have two of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they can't be there like every single fucking night, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they like alternate or whatever.
When we were there, I was like, some of them have to go to break or like take a lunch. Like, what I feel like they were just there constantly, and I was like, wow,
yeah, I feel like
did they switch?
I feel like they just have one the whole night, but like alternate on the days. That's what I think. Because when I follow like Not Scary Farm, they share like photos, and then there was the conductor, but he was black, and I was like, okay, that's not the dude that I was interacting with last time. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so they have multiple different like
actors,
people. Cool. I thought that was amazing.
That makes sense.
I think my favorite one too was, that pig, the pig with the really big boobs in the butt.
What?
Yeah, in Ghost Town. You don't remember? They were right next to the bathrooms. And then I told them, I was like, oh, I love your dress, and then they said thanks, and then they like put their tissue up like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember now. I was like, was really looking at that, but go you for it.
No, it's because they were so big and fake. That was part of the costume. So like, so it's obviously it was a guy underneath. So I'm assuming they were supposed to be kind of like a, how do I say it? Maybe like, does it count? Well, obviously they're characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, is it supposed to count like that one dude from Shrek, that one princess?
Fuck.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. I just don't know the name. I just don't know the name.
Yeah. So I'm just like, what the heck? Like.
I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember either.
It's been a long time since I've sat down and actually watched Shrek. Especially like number 2 or 3. These just fucking constantly watches it.
I think I've seen all of them at least once, but I wouldn't actively be like, hey, I want to watch Shrek today. It's like whatever to me.
I do love the first one. The second one's great. I never watched anything after 3, and then... Well, when it comes to like DreamWorks, I think I just prefer like their other shit. Like How to Train Your Dragon and...
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Whoa, I'm gonna need you to back up real quick. Not 1, not 2. Granted, I've never seen 3, and I need to. It's on my list.
Never seen it.
Really? They are amazing fucking films.
I don't know the storyline, nothing. Wow. I mean, I'm assuming it's How to Train Your Dragon, but like...
It's... I mean, look, yes...
And I know who Toothless is, because he looks like my uncle.
Wow.
No, literally, like in our family group chat, like every time he says something super dumb, like out of pocket, I think it was his son one time, my cousin, he literally sent a picture of Toothless. He's like, shut up when you look like this. So every time like he says some bullshit, like we just bully him and we just send a picture of Toothless for him to shut up.
Honestly, but even though it is like a kids film, they have some like amazing like music to accompany just like the films.
Yeah.
Really, especially with like number 2, that shit just like hits. That shit hits heavy.
You haven't seen the Puss in Boots one that came out last year, huh?
No, I wanted to though, because I heard it was really good.
It was really good. I went to see it in theaters. I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be like meh, because I never really liked the DreamWorks movies.
The DreamWorks usually have their shit kind of together. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I saw it. Probably one of like my favorite movies. I would be down to watch it again.
I know it's on Netflix. I think I need to watch it when I get a chance.
Perrito was my favorite character.
But seriously, you need to watch How to Train Your Dragon. Like, you gotta sit down one day.
No, thank you.
Why?
Cause I have no reason to watch it.
It's a great film. It's a great reason to watch it.
You never even tell me what it's about.
It's about a man falling in love. No, it's not.
I've seen enough of those.
Kinda. It's like not a coming of age story, but like.
What the fuck is a coming of age story?
I don't even know how to explain that.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
It's just like doing things your own way. Like the main person is named Hiccup. He's from a village of like Vikings, right?
Who names their... Okay, continue.
And you know the whole village is like these big Vikings. They're rough and they're strong and they're ruthless, right? And like when dragons invade, they're known to just like kill him constantly. And he's like scrawny, he's small, and he wants to prove himself that, you know, he can become this, like, a normal Viking, but he's different, clearly, than everybody else. And so one day he attempts to kill, I think, it's not rumored, but, like, the Toothless one, they're called Night Furies. Because they move so fucking fast in the night that no one can ever see them. And so, like, you know, one day he just captures it, and he basically does things his own way, trying to show everybody that they're not so bad if you just learn to just get along. And then it turns into this big fucking thing with, like, it's cute, it's funny, but then, like, it does hit you a little bit in the feels towards the end.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I still don't want to watch it.
I'm gonna force you to watch it. It is a great film. It's a great film. I swear. It's like, literally, everyone's like, they haven't messed up at all with one of the movies, with 1, 2, or 3. I haven't seen 3 yet, so I can't say it. But people say, like, yeah, it's
Speaking of movies, great. I'm still waiting to watch that one movie with you. What is it called? From what? That one anime with when they're rich.
The Rich.
Kaguya-sama.
Oh, right, Love's War.
We need to watch the movie. I have been patiently waiting.
I have been.
Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Okay, cool.
So, if we're going to go into it blind, obviously, we just have to plan.
Is it in dub? I hope it's in dub.
It should be.
I like the dub. I believe it or not, I really like it.
I watched it both. Like, I finished all of it in sub, and then when the dub came out, I watched it all in dub. I was like, they're both just as funny. But I feel like the dub has, like, a little bit more personality to it. Because, like, the announcer hits, like...
Oh my god, yes!
He hits him with, like, he's like, and that's why she's best girl. Like, shit like that.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him.
That's right! Fuck, you're meeting him!
Do you want an autograph from him? I'll get you an autograph.
I think the only person I would really want an autograph would be, Urza.
I can get you an autograph from her.
Shit, I don't know.
You want me to? She also plays my wife in Black Clover, so...
She plays a lot of people's wives.
Yeah. Anyways, I saw that Bunny Girl Urza figure, and it's been, like, on my wish list. Have I seen Fairy Tale? No. Not past season 1. Oh. But I still want it.
Like, it's just...
If I'm being honest, though, I have been searching far and wide for a Bunny Girl Lucy one that's, like, a good, decent price for you. I can never find it.
The only one that's, like, that was reasonable was the one next to Frankenstein's, that little shop.
Yeah.
That was, like, $260 or something like that. $260, which was like the only reasonable one that we've ever really found.
Yeah. And
I was like, maybe eventually I'll buy it, but.
Whatchamacallit?
Well, but what's on my mind lately has just been that French press. I just been all last night. I was just like, let me look at some French presses online on Amazon. Let me see what I could find.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I feel that. And then you got the coffee. Do you know when it's gonna get here?
No, I don't. Hopefully, like within a month. I really hope.
Bones Coffee sounds
so
super
good.
Delicious.
If we ever get sponsored by Bones Coffee, I'm going to make.
I'll lick their shoes. I don't care.
I'll lick their warehouse clean, their floors clean with my tongue. I'll do it. If it just has remnants of coffee in it, I'll lick it up.
Jesus.
Hey, but that's why we're called the Caffeinated Creeps Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4.
Woo woo!
Ooh.
I feel like I say woo woo a lot.
Yeah, you do. It's on your fucking Instagram. It's just right there. As soon as I open it, it's right fucking there.
Woo woo. That's my thing.
Yeah. You said you had a short story, huh? Or was it just like... Was it short, or you just didn't like...
No.
No?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, I wanted to tell you about the cosplayer, but we already discussed that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
That was basically it.
You had asked me a while back if I had planned this perfectly, which I didn't. It just happened to be the perfect coincidence, because the story I'm covering by the time episode 4 releases will be on the 27th, which is the premiere for
drum roll
for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's and the story I so happened to choose. I chose it, and then when I realized, like, what, I was like, when is it gonna release? I didn't realize. It all just landed so perfectly. I swear I didn't, like, plan ahead like that. So my story is the shooting of Nathan Dunlap, aka the Chuck E. Cheese killer.
Jesus. I've never heard of the story. I did not even know that there was a murder involving, like...
The only time I ever really heard about this was from the first video that MatPat ever made for his game theories for FNAF.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay,
he like... I'm not gonna say he kind of brushed it quick. He kind of brushed it over quickly. He just, like, summarized how there was, like, 4 killings and there's 4 animatronics, this and that. And I was like, okay, like, maybe I'll cover that. And it was a little longer than I thought. There was a lot.
That's perfect because mine is short.
I didn't cover... No, I covered as much as I could. But it's because with this case, when Nathan was being prosecuted, so much shit just kept occurring that it just sort of repeated. So I was like, I'm not gonna just, like, cover that because it was. You'll see it when I get to his. I'm gonna say it, like, really shortly.
Yeah.
But it got repetitive towards the end.
I'm excited.
Okay, so Nathan was just 19 years old when he was working as a cook at the Chuck E. Cheese location in Aurora, Colorado, during May of 1993, but was fired due to Nathan not being able to work extra hours, which made Nathan angry at his supervisor and told a former coworker that he'd get, quote, he'd get even, unquote.
Hey, yo.
It's already a bad start.
Yeah.
So Nathan had talked about robbing and even killing his old supervisor. And on the day of the shooting, while playing basketball with some friends, Nathan had told them that he'd, quote, go to Chuck E. Cheese, kill him, and take the money, unquote. So already, he's not setting up a good alibi.
He's not?
No, he's not. He's not a very smart 19-year-old.
He's literally, like, showing off, I think. Would it count as showing off?
Not showing off.
Not showing off, but, like, I don't know how to explain, but you know what I mean, right?
Cocky.
Yeah.
He sounds cocky. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. My bad.
No, you're good.
Not your precious games.
I know.
I apologize.
Those are my babies.
I know, I saw Kingdom Hearts and I was like, no, I fucked up.
No, you're fine. On December 14th, 1995, at around 8 p.m., Nathan entered the restaurant, ordered a ham and cheese sandwich, played some arcade games.
They had that in Chuck E. Cheese?
Back then in the 1990s? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What I'm more surprised about is that apparently, I didn't add it in my notes, but occasionally, like, between when he was fired and when, like, the day he'd go in to shoot, like, he would pop in occasionally at the location and just kind of say hi to everybody. And
ew, he's one of those cool
yeah, I guess
I think that's kind of weird.
A little disgusting. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine if you, like, if it's some place like a Target or like a Walmart, like if you need to go for necessities and you happen to see some friends or coworkers, you can go like, "Hey man, what's up? I'm just here to get like deodorant or whatever."
Yeah.
But you can't just, like, casually go to a Chuck E. Cheese and be like, "What's up, everybody? You miss me?"
No. No, I would be like, no, and now leave.
You know, what disgusts me more is, like, when you have... I've seen it, too, at Amazon. There's some guys who go up to, like, some coworkers, to some female coworkers, like, "Hey, like, where's my hug? Like, it's been, like, a week since I've seen you."
Seniors, when they see freshmen?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
No.
And what's worse is that it's usually, like, the management, like, assistant managers that do it to, like...
You want to know what's even more disgusting? I literally had experienced somebody like that at work. But it wasn't a coworker. It was literally one of the patients.
That's disgusting.
But the thing is that he was really, really nice. It's just that hugging him made me very uncomfortable. Not because of him. It's just that I don't really like hugs, especially if I barely know you. But I knew that he didn't have any ill intent, but every time he'd be like, oh, hi, little lady, and then he would give me a hug. I'm just like, get the fuck away from me, but you're so nice, but you're so weird, but you're so nice. So yeah, I just want to scream.
I feel like Nathan would have been one of those, like, I haven't seen you forever, let me get a hug, where's my hug at?
For real.
I can't say he didn't, but...
Can I see a picture of this Nathan guy?
Yeah, I'll show it to you, like right between our stories.
Got it. Okay.
Alright, so after ordering the sandwich and playing some arcade games, he then proceeded to hide in the bathrooms until it was near closing time. 50-year-old Margaret Colbert, who was the night manager, and her crew, 17-year-old Colleen O'Connor, 17-year-old Colleen, 19-year-old Sylvia, 17-year-old Benjamin, were attending one last birthday party of the night for the restaurant, although the party had overstayed just a little bit. So the family started to head out. Margaret headed towards her office to count up the night's receipts. Sylvia was cleaning the salad bar. Benjamin was vacuuming the floors. And apparently the kids left such a fucking mess at the restaurant. Because
They're kids.
They're kids. But, I mean, at the same time, like...
Control your fucking kids.
Control your fucking kids. Like, God damn it.
Exactly.
Or at least, like, clean up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, because of that, Benjamin had a vacuum. Which was unfortunate because the vacuum made so much noise. Which you will see in a bit. I put it right here, too. That it covered up the noise of the shooting later on. So... Because, you know, back then...
How silent was the gun for a vacuum to be...
It's not that it wasn't silent, but it's just that back then... I don't know if you've ever, like, vacuumed with it, but...
I've had those really old vacuums from, like, the churches and everything.
Like, with the bags, right? That kind of, like, inflated.
Was it like, a big location? Because it could have echoed off, too.
Yeah, I think that's why.
So that could have been the thing where it made it sound louder because of the echo.
I think that might have been it. But it was an old vacuum for sure because...
Yeah, because
it drowned out the noise of the gun, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently Colleen was distracted from cleaning up as her parents had called her that night and told Colleen that they were giving her a car. Meanwhile, our last employee, Bobby, was in the kitchen scrubbing away. Apparently Bobby wasn't even supposed to be working that night because he needed the money.
No.
Because he had a 7-month-old baby back at home.
No.
And with the holidays coming up, he stopped by and asked for some extra work.
Fucking Nathan.
It is also worth mentioning that Margaret was not the supervisor that had fired Nathan. Just to mention that real quick.
No, oh my god.
So as the vacuum was roaring loud, Sylvia didn't hear Nathan come up from behind. Taking her by surprise, Nathan shot Sylvia to her left ear with a .25 caliber semi-automatic pistol.
I'm sorry, who was Sylvia again? The one that her parents were going to give her a car?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have... I kind of went over it really quickly, so I'm going to just say it again. So we have 50-year-old manager, Margaret. Mm-hmm. 17-year-old Colleen. Mm-hmm. 19-year-old Sylvia. And 17-year-old Benjamin. And then I think he was 19-year-old Bobby at the time. Or 20-year-old Bobby. He was 20 years old.
Wait, who was the one with the baby? The 17-year-old?
Bobby.
Oh, okay, never mind.
My bad.
No, it's okay. I already forgot, so... I'm just being honest with you. I already forgot.
That's so fucked up. Apparently Nathan had to look away when he shot Sylvia because he couldn't stomach gore and blood. And I put right here in
what?
I put right here, boo fucking who.
What the? Oh my god.
Can you imagine? He had premeditated the killings like a long fucking time ago, and he can't, like, what an asshole.
That's weird. I don't know.
Nathan quickly moved to Benjamin, who was still vacuuming. He shot Ben near his left eye. Ben immediately dropped. Colleen saw Nathan coming with the gun. Colleen fell to her knees and begged for Nathan as he held the gun just 18 inches from her. Apparently she said to Nathan, quote, "Don't shoot, I won't tell," unquote. Nathan just looked at Colleen and said, quote, "I have to," unquote.
You don't have to.
He really didn't.
There
really was no need.
There was... Just find another job.
Find another job, move on. He's young. There was no fucking need to.
How old was this Nathan dude again? 19, right?
19 years old.
He had his whole life ahead of him.
He hadn't even started.
Exactly.
It is absolutely crazy that his first reaction to getting fired from a Chuck E. Cheese location was, I'm going to murder everybody.
I'm not surprised. Just imagine the guys that their girlfriends are like, yeah, I don't want to date you anymore. And they just kill their girlfriends.
Yeah. I mean, it is also worth mentioning, I didn't get to add it here, but Nathan also had like a small, like a small criminal record prior. And not like attempted murder or anything like that. It was more like, I think like small time burglary. I think he might have assaulted somebody too, but
okay.
I don't think anything as serious as like attempted murder.
Damn, Nathan, you fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up royally. Nathan just looked at Colleen. Oh no, I already said that. My bad. He proceeded to pull the trigger. Bobby, who was still in the kitchen cleaning, did hear the 3 loud snaps, but had figured that it was just Sylvia and Colleen popping balloons in the other room. He didn't have much time to dwell on the idea until Nathan showed up in the kitchen. Bobby was shocked at Nathan's appearance, so all Bobby could say was just a little, hello. Nathan then rose his arms and shot at Bobby in the jaw. The shot left Bobby to spin and fall into the kitchen floor. Though in massive amounts of pain, Bobby was playing dead so that Nathan wouldn't shoot again.
Oof.
Still a little conscious, he saw Nathan's boots head over to the offices where Margaret was still counting the receipts for the night. Nathan ordered Margaret to open the safe, which she then would ever hear the last words, which was Nathan saying, quote, "Thank you," unquote.
I'm sorry.
He then shot her in the left ear. Nathan proceeded to fill a bag with game tokens, keychain cards, and $1,591 and some loose change. Nathan shot Margaret again in the other ear, just to make sure that she was dead.
What's up with him shooting ears?
People in the ears, right? I think it was.
Homie can't aim.
No. To shoot. I think it was just for a quick death. Just to quickly kill them. Because, like, the ear... I don't know. I think he tried to get as many headshots, I guess, as he could. The only one that he really fucked up was Bobby, which he got in the jaw.
I really, really want to get ahead of myself, but I'm just going to stay silent. And listen, because I have so many questions.
Okay, which...
No, because I feel like if I ask them, it's going to be like, well, you got to wait, let me get there.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you. You got to wait, alright? Let me get there. Okay, a total of 6 .25 caliber shells were scattered within the span of 5 minutes. It took Nathan just 5 minutes for all that.
Wow.
You know what would really... I could understand... I'm not going to say I understand it, but, sure, he took, like, $1,000, right? What the fuck was he going to do with game tokens and keychains? Like...
Go to a different Chuck E. Cheese.
Fucking exchange it, covered in blood and shit. Like, no, that seemed like really silly to me. It's like going to like Dave and Buster's and robbing them for like the plastic cards, hoping that you can just like recharge it at a fucking different location or something.
Is Pearl the inspiration for this?
God, oh my fucking, I'm a star. Bobby managed to escape through the back doors and walk to Mill Pond apartment complex. Bobby was pounding on the doors to alert anyone that he could, to alert them that they had just been shot at the restaurant. Bobby was soon hospitalized and taken to Denver General Hospital in fair conditions. As police arrived to the restaurant, they found 2 bodies in the restaurant hallways, one body a room away from the hallway, and one body in the manager's office. Sylvia was still holding on and was immediately sent to Denver General, where she was declared brain dead. She sadly passed away the next day at Aurora Regional Medical Center. A few hours after the shooting, police managed to track Nathan down At the time, Nathan was having sex with his girlfriend in her apartment with Nathan's mother. Can you imagine, like, this man just murdered 4 people. Mm-hmm. He's like, let me just go see my girl. Let me see what she's up to.
Does she know?
I don't think she knew. Or maybe she did.
I doubt it. I don't know.
Because he had to have shown up with the stuff. Like, the keychains and the money, like...
Was he not bloody? Because when you shoot, things splatter.
What? I mean, he looked away.
Okay, but things could have still splattered on his clothes.
Maybe. I don't know.
See, I'm asking the important questions here.
You're gonna find out if you just wait patiently.
Okay. Shut up.
Nathan's mother had just sent him a message. She was relaying a message from the police that they just wanted to ask a few questions because investigators had heard he had ate at the restaurant just a few hours prior to the shooting. Nathan agreed to be questioned. Before returning home, Nathan washed his hands with hydrogen peroxide, jumped in the shower, and proceeded to hide the money under his girlfriend's freezer. At his home, police questioned Nathan, swabbed his hands for gunshot residue, and took his clothes into evidence. 12 hours after the shooting, police returned to Nathan's home and arrested him. In 1996, Nathan was found guilty on 4 counts of first-degree murder, attempted murder, robbery, and burglary. On May 17th of 1996, Nathan was given the death sentence and an additional 108 years in prison. Throughout the years, Nathan was trying to repel his death sentence, but him and his lawyers were never quite successful. On May 22nd, 2013, Nathan's death sentence was put on hold because Governor John Hickenlooper was decided... It is Hickenlooper. Hicken Looper. Hecken. I was saying Hecken for like a minute.
I believe you.
Okay.
He just has a dumb name.
It's a really dumb name.
Decided if you're a Hickenlooper, I'm sorry.
Man, fuck you. Fuck you, John. He decided against executing Nathan and insisted...
Why?
Instead, signed a temporary reprieve.
Bruh.
This meant that as long as John was governor, Nathan could not be executed. It also meant that unless a governor issued a new executive order, the execution would remain on hold. On November 6th, 2018, Jared Polis was elected governor. As of March 23rd, 2020, he signed a bill repealing the death penalty. At the time, there were 3 people put on death row. Mm-hmm. So that means that all 3 of them that were, including Nathan, were just... That's it. Like, they were no longer on death row.
Mm-hmm. So now he's just life in prison, I guess?
Nathan, now 49, serves life without parole in Colorado State Penitentiary. Which also, throughout all those years, with Nathan and his lawyers trying to... before it was, the governor had signed, to repeal the death penalty. Mm-hmm. The Colorado State has spent more than $2 million trying to kill Nathan.
What?
Throughout all the fucking years.
Dude, what?
And that's all I got.
And that's what our tax dollars are going towards. Can you believe that?
Imagine that. Fuck, I would be so fucking pissed.
Oh my lord.
The worst part about it was that during those trials, the parents were so fucking angry at Nathan.
For sure. And
then Nathan was just I think it was in 1993 when they were first, it was in 1995 when they were first sentencing him. Mm-hmm. He was like, just fucking kill me now. Just fucking kill me now. Get it over with. And but then, he's just like, I don't want to die. He just kept going back. It's just, what an asshole. Just honestly, what an asshole.
He was very hot and cold.
Mm-hmm. So now he just remains life without parole.
Does he look like a doofus? I want to see if he looks like a doofus.
I'm not going to say he looks like a total doofus, but where the fuck is he? I had him on here somewhere. But one of the websites that I used, I think it was Murderpedia, they gave such a detailing description of everything. At first they gave summarizing articles of different
Mm-hmm.
Like news articles.
Yeah.
Like I think like LA Times and shit like that. Like they just summarized it, and then they after those, they did like the little bit of background on Nathan, and then like the detailing accounts of the murder, and then it was a really really long explanation of the court system trying to just kill Nathan. It was so fucking long.
Jesus.
But like not a lot of it wasn't really necessary. But it oh, look. That's him. Smiling.
Sorry, I was not expecting that.
What? Big ass forehead, right?
He looks like the dude from iCarly with the donuts.
Don't you dare respect my man like that. Hell no. Oh my god.
I'm right here thinking.
I think that's him now. During the time of the murder, I think this was him right here. That's him when he was 19 and committed the murder.
Damn.
The murders. Such a shame, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for...
He does look like a doofus, though.
A little bit, yeah. Just for being fired for $15,000. Just a couple change and some tokens. Honestly, just reading it got me like a little bit pissed, too.
What a loser, man.
Yeah. Oh, look, and here's
sucks.
here's the victims, too, right there. In the middle.
Aww.
Thank God for Bobby playing dead, though. If it wasn't for Bobby, for playing dead, like, they also wouldn't have been able to identified Nathan as the witness, too. Not as a witness, as the murderer.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, that's all I got.
And how did Nathan not see Bobby? Did he just quickly get the cash after killing and then just left?
I think it was because, like I told you, he kept going towards, like, he kept shooting at the head. I guess for, like, instant, just quick death. So I think when he shot Bobby in the jaw, I think he just automatically assumed he either died quickly or like lost consciousness or just bled out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he just quickly moved on. Like I told you, it was 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it all took 5 minutes. So he just rushed the hell out of it.
What a shame.
Dude, it was...
What a shame.
It was bad.
Yeah. My goodness. Okay, now how does this correlate with FNAF now?
So, apparently, Matt, he tried to correlate some of the deaths with, like, the animatronics' behavior. Like, I think, I think, like, in some ways, like, how they died, and, like, I think in the first game, some animatronics only go to, like, certain locations. And he was like, this person died right here, and this animatronic always hangs around over here. And he was like, Bobby... His main thing was, like, there are 4 main animatronics, and then, like, Golden Freddy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Golden Freddy has a broken jaw, just like Bobby.
Jesus.
He's like, Golden Freddy could be heard sometimes in, like, the kitchen in the game. And you can't see anything in the kitchen. So he's, like, correlating it with that. At first, it was just Matt going, like...
Matt just being Matt?
Just Matt being Matt before going down the rabbit hole that...
He is now.
He's in now.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad for Matt, too. Because I don't think he's going to be in the movie.
Well, I mean, don't forget, it is a trilogy.
Is
so, yes, it's going to be a fucking trilogy.
I thought it was going to be like a one-shot.
No, Matthew Lillard literally said that he signed on to do, like, 3 films.
Oh my fucking
His
God.
contract literally had 3 films down. He
boy.
signed a contract for all 3.
My boy, Shaggy, let's go.
Yeah. So if he's not in the first one, maybe he'll be in the second one.
God, I hope so.
Or in the third one.
They should have at least...
Or maybe he'll play, like, an even bigger role in the second or third. But they need the first one, too.
People are like, we want him to be like a detective piecing shit together. It's like, as a post-credit scene, just Matt coming onto the screen is like, I have a theory. And then everything just goes fucking dark.
I would love that.
That would be amazing. But yeah. I don't think they're going to do it.
I really hope Markiplier's in it, too.
I think everyone hopes that, like, the main juggernauts that made FNAF what it is today would be on there. But they got... Corey Kenshin?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him playing it when it was coming out, like, at all.
Well, because I kind of stopped watching YouTube after my freshman year. So the ones that I would mainly watch a lot when I was younger was just Matt and Markiplier. Other than that, I don't know anybody.
I was...
And then Sniper Wolf, Jesus. The whole stuff that went down.
Jesus, man. That whole drama was... I can't believe she's playing victim here. Like, the mental gymnastics to do that is incredible.
I was just like, this is boring. Next.
That was boring?
I mean, it wasn't, but at the same time, when it involved her, I was all like, yeah, she's weird. I don't want to get into it.
I never liked her from the start.
Yeah. I used to like her, and I would watch some of her videos, but then it just kind of, I don't know. Her content was just getting weird, and I just didn't find it interesting anymore.
I always felt like something was, like, superficial. Like, something was just fake about...
Like, yeah, fake.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I would see the way, and I was like, yeah, no, she's just weird.
And the best part about it is that now, like, her ex, apparently it's like, yeah, everything was fake. Like all the gameplay that she ever played was me playing it, and then she just put a face cam on and just went with it. I was like, I can't fucking believe it. Like, my gut was right all these fucking years.
Exactly. That's crazy.
I know. You good?
Anyways, that was kind of short.
A little bit.
I thought it was gonna be longer.
Longer? No,
yeah.
It's
pretty set in stone.
It was, yeah. It was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. There we go. My tummy keeps going off. My bad.
Those fucking tenders.
My bad. Yeah. So if y'all hear it, my bad.
But I mean, hey, those tenders are worth it. Honestly.
Mhm.
Fuck, they were so good. I was gonna eat it last night too when I got home from work.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
My bad.
No, it's a good thing you did. Cause like.
Now my stomach won't shut up. It's embarrassing. But oh well, you should get used to it because my tummy always goes off.
Alright. You good?
Yeah.
Alright.
Mine, oh my god, I hate this really so much.
Was it like a lot of research or was it just...
No, it's just annoying and it pisses me off because of how hard it was to research. I read a book on this.
Okay, first off, two things. I thought you were gonna say I read a... I don't know why I thought you were gonna say bussy.
Where do you get that from?
Because you're like, I read a book, and like the way you had your mouth going, like doing the B, I thought you were gonna say bussy. Like I thought it was coming out like that. I was like, oh my god, what?
Oh my lord.
But that's not at all. And then second, when I had did La Llorona, you know how I was like, I'm gonna just look at people's like first-hand accounts, and then maybe I'll like add it in afterwards.
I tried looking for that, and I couldn't find any.
I tried looking so fucking hard for first-hand accounts.
I tried. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go off. Go.
Go off.
Go.
Go ahead, Slay. I tried looking so fucking hard. I found a Reddit post. And I was reading. I'm like, I was like, okay, maybe. But I'm like, if it's on Reddit, like I don't know, I'm gonna have to take it with a grain of salt. Like it's probably just like somebody just like doing a little creepy story for like a nighttime thing. Because the subreddit was no sleep. I'm like, this had to be fake. This had to be fake.
Yeah, or like I made it like a fanfic.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't fucking add anything. Like afterwards, I couldn't. I was like, I was pressed.
Well, I have photos. Okay, first of all, speaking of photos, my aunt had a complaint. She listened to the podcast.
Is it my pronunciation?
No, she's all like, when you're doing photos, I don't know what the fuck y'all are looking at. So when I was explaining MH370, I'm telling you here, here, and here with the map, right? And then she's all like, and then how I'm telling you, like, you see that? And then you're all like, yeah. And then she's like, no, I don't see that.
You know what you can do? If you want, you could email the pictures that you want to me, and then
you can put them up on the thing.
Yeah, because
that's exactly what she told me to do. Because she's all like, it's fucking YouTube. He can easily.
It's not just YouTube. It's Spotify.
Yeah, that too.
Because I'm uploading onto Spotify as an MP4.
Yeah.
And so like if you depending on how you watch or how you listen to podcasts on Spotify, like if you go out into a different app, it'll show up like on the little corner as a video.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I'm like, alright, I could do that too. Like I'll add like a little photo and shit. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what she wants. So
I'll do it just for her. Shout out to her then.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to Thea Brenda.
What's up, Brenda?
But yeah, that was basically her complaint, because she's all like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So I literally, like, I was in the car and I stopped and I was all like, okay, so here and there. And then she's all like, are you for real?
While she was going on 85 on the freeway, I said, here, look at this image. Can you see it? Please look at it.
We weren't moving yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
but yeah, what's it called?
It's just some shit you do for real.
So that's kind of what she wanted. And this time I have photos too.
Oh, for...
Okay, yeah. So mine is going to be very short. It's like less than 3 pages long.
Okay. Mine's was like 2 pages. It doesn't matter.
And it was so hard to get the info from it because I procrastinate a lot. So I literally did this today.
Hey, procrastination makes the best motivation.
And yeah, and I was trying to do it throughout the whole week. I literally like changed my story like a good 3 or 4 times. You know, like, I had told you already that I wanted to start off with, like, the Antichrist. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I should go into the inspiration for corpse brides, like, the folklore.
There's a folklore behind that?
Yeah, there's a folklore behind, because it was inspired by 2 Jewish folklore stories.
Oh, shit.
Like, but the thing is that I want to get into it because I want to read it to you. Like, I want to read you the 2 stories because it's, like, short stories.
Yeah.
And then how it kind of, like, correlates. But it'd be too small anyways. But, like, so I'm right here just trying to figure it out, and then I think I even went on a website called, like, Haunted Places, and I was just, like, looking, and I just picked a random one, and I found this one, and I was just like, you know what, I can't change it anymore. I couldn't, and I was just so stressed this week. I was very overwhelmed. So this is, I feel like I'm not very proud of it, but I really did try my best, so bear with me. Please.
No.
Shut up. I'm gonna just leave right now then.
Fuck it, quit.
Yeah. Let's just stop with this podcast.
I shouldn't say that.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Zombie Road.
I want you to know that right now that you already have my full attention. That sounds so fucking cool.
It does. It does sound really cool. But at the same time, it's like it's an actual place.
Okay.
It's an actual place, okay.
Perfect.
So,
I'm gonna go there tonight.
In the beginning.
Oh my god. In the beginning.
In the beginning, God created. I'm just kidding. Zombie Road is located in Missouri, and it is
horrible place. Okay. Not the state. I meant like, I thought it was gonna be closer so I could go visit it. But
no, but you want to know what's super cool? It's along Route 66.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm so down to just do like a whole bunch of like Route 66 like
road trips
too, but like figuring out like the whole haunted thing, cause I wrote a book and it's literally Route 66 in Missouri.
Oh my god.
Like I literally had to read a portion of this book just to get as much information as I can. I literally scrambled through like 9 or 10 different websites just to get all the information, and it's barely anything. It's barely anything.
Shit.
Yeah, and then I tried looking for personal accounts. I couldn't find anything except for maybe 2. But there's photos. So of like apparitions or whatever and like orbs. So I'll show them to you after.
Oh, I know you're about to, you know, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I said I already told you that I'm doing like not my research for episode 5 already, right?
Yeah.
The place that I'm looking at had pictures of like a window, because they're like right here you can see like a dark apparition right in this window. I'm like,
I don't see.
They circled it and I zoomed in and I was like, no fucking way they really said that. Like, it's daytime. Honestly, it looks like a shadow from the window.
Yeah.
I was like maybe. But it was so. I'll show you when we record that.
Did I show you? I'm sorry. Did I show you that Did I show you that TikTok where BuzzFeed? Well, not BuzzFeed on top. Sorry, they don't go by that anymore. But Watcher, they were doing like a small motel like in Texas, and how I guess a viewer submitted a story of a video that they took like from a window.
Yes. Yeah. I saw that.
So, like,
yeah.
That's me.
Shane was gonna have a fucking field day with that shit.
Yes! Oh my god. I really hope he saw that. I really hope they saw that.
You know, I feel like they definitely saw it. But they don't want to bring it up just because of how much fucking Shane was just teasing Ryan on that.
Yeah. So going back to Zombie Road, it's like, so I literally got a whole bunch of information and I scrambled it up, like, and tried to make it neat, you know? Mm-hmm. So, the original name for Zombie Road, it's just a nickname, like, it's not the actual name. It was originally named Lawler Ford Road, and it was built in the 1860s to allow access to, like, the railroad tracks near for, like, maintenance, and it was kind of, like, really close to the Merrimack River. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, that's where they would, like, fish and whatever you do in rivers, basically.
Bathe, swim, maybe.
Yeah. So, I was actually surprised by how many deaths took place here. Which I shouldn't be, because, like, the world is fucking ancient. but I'm just surprised by how many deaths. Look at, so, like... So, there's many creepy stories of this place, right? Mm-hmm. And I wish I could find them, but they're all, like, word of mouth. Okay. And they're kind of like legends, in a way. And I feel like the only way for you to know them is if you live there. You know what I mean? So, okay, kind of like, yeah. Like the little ghost stories that are, like, in your town or whatever.
Small
That's
town
what,
folklore,
basically. Yeah, basically. Because I could barely, when I tell you I can barely find anything, mm-hmm. I can barely find anything on this place. But it's, like, one of the most haunted, like, roads, like, in the U.S.
That's gotta be the most frustrating thing to research, okay?
Yeah. Exactly. So I went, like, when I was looking for it, I went on, like, haunted locations, and I was looking at the comments because people can put in, like, their experiences. There was, like, nothing. And then, like, I tried looking on Reddit, nothing. I tried looking at other websites, nothing. I found this old website from, like, the early 2000s, like, shitty and everything. And, like, and then they're like, oh, like, if you have any accounts or anything, like, submit them here. And it had a link, so I'm all like, great. I clicked on it. Like, the page wasn't, like, it wasn't a page anymore.
It was gone?
Yeah, it was gone.
You could probably use the term back machine. The one, I think it's called the Wayback Machine.
I'm too stupid for that.
I think it's if a site is somewhat salvageable, I think if you still have, like, a link to it, this old fucking... It can still be kind of accessed, but it can only go so far back, I think. I don't know how to fully utilize it, but it's, like, some weird website.
Yeah, if you can barely do it, I know for a fact I can't do it. I'm too stupid for that, dude. So the ghost... Are you okay?
That hurt. That fucking hurt.
Are you okay? I heard that.
I didn't think popping my neck would be that fucking painful.
Jesus, that was your neck? I thought it was, like, your shoulder or something.
No, that was my I would do the other side, but I feel like that'd be just as loud.
Oh boy.
I'm not doing it.
You good?
No. I'm dying.
I'm sorry.
Continue, my bad.
Okay. So, the ghosts go far back, like, thousands of years. Like, kind of, like, going back to, like, Native Americans.
So you weren't joking when you said ancient.
Yeah. Well, so basically, like, it used to be, like, an ancient burial ground for Native Americans.
Of course.
But, I couldn't find exactly which tribes, like, inhabited that area. Like, and it's weird because when I tell you that I had to look at, like, 10 different websites, one website mentioned that, and then the other ones didn't. And then there was other websites that weren't even using the term Native Americans, but they were using Indians, and I'm all like, you're wrong. Like, correct yourself, basically.
How old was the site?
I don't know. Because of how old this thing is, I wouldn't be surprised it would be, like, early 2000s or maybe even late 90s.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So, so there's just, like, a whole bunch of, like, ghosts everywhere. It's just hella haunted because of the history of how many people have died there. Mm-hmm. But, like, I could never find a thing where it says, oh, I've seen a ghost that looks like a Native American. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But people believe that Native American ghosts could roam there because it used to be, like, an ancient Native American burial ground. So, after that, the industrial era, like, was happening. That's, you know, when the railroads were getting built. And a lot of industrial workers died due to derailments.
Of course.
Yeah. So, first of all, a burial ground, now derailments. And there's also a story of a man getting run over by a train in the 1970s. And he supposedly haunts Zombie Road as well.
Okay.
No stories, no, oh, I've seen him, nothing. It's just allegedly.
So the word of a man dying there and haunting it, but no one's ever seen or encountered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, supposedly there's one encounter at least. There's a woman who was hit by, like, a train as well. But this is, like, way back when. And her legend is probably, like, one of the most famous ones in, like, that area. And she's another lady in white.
It's always ladies in white.
Yeah. It's always the ladies in white. And her name is Della Hamilton McCullough? McCullough? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I literally put the pronunciation next to it, but I still can't pronounce the pronunciation. And she was the wife of a local judge, and she died in 1876. And, well, obviously she was, like, run over by a train, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's supposedly, like, an eerie-looking female that watches you from a distance. And she walks up and down the tracks before vanishing, and it's believed to be her. But oddly, there is no record of anyone being killed by a train in this area at the time. So, do with that what you will.
Okay.
So, if you try to approach this figure, she'll vanish before you get too close.
I don't know if it's a Mexican urban legend or if it's a Japanese one, but I think it's like if you hear, I don't know why it reminded me of it, but it was like if you hear it or like hear it call your name or something like that from like far away, it's close, and if you hear it close, it's far away. I don't remember what fucking urban legend. I don't know why that reminded me of it right now.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I just can't pinpoint it as well. Yeah. There's also another story of a boy who fell off a bluff into the river. And, like, a bluff, I was like, what the hell is a bluff? But a bluff is like a cliff, but it's smaller.
What?
Yeah, so, his body was never found. And that's all the information we have. We don't know his name, nothing, but, like...
Little buff boy.
Yeah. So now we're gonna revive Jesus. Oh, I don't want to go to work.
I'm gonna revive the little buff boy.
So now we're gonna rewind back to the Civil War era.
Okay.
So supposedly the tracks there were used to transport supplies and people during the Civil War, and they provided hospital boats, medical services, and medical care to both sides of the conflict. So, fun fact, this was the world's first hospital railroad car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop off, I guess.
I thought you were going to say, like, Hong Kong, I guess.
No. And also, eventually, like, this is a little bit confusing to look up, because originally it would, like, pass stuff, and everything was, like, voluntary. So they didn't have to send help, I guess you can say. But I guess these people wanted to, so they would just send stuff back and forth. And from what I understood is that these, like, the two sides of the war, like, they knew, like, the Confederate soldiers and, like, the people fighting, I don't know what they're called, I don't care. But they kind of, like, caught wind of, like, how it wasn't very monitored because everything was voluntary. Mm-hmm. So they would have, like, spies, I guess, like, and they would kind of use the train as, like, transportation and to, like, the forest, and they would, like, hide there, stuff like that. But I couldn't really find more info on that because it's just nothing. So that's just something that I heard, that there could have potentially been spies.
Okay.
So, yeah. And eventually, like, I guess that area became part of the action, too, because of the spies. So, many men died there, violently, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So first the Native American burial ground, and then the derailment, and then, you know, like, just the like Civil War. Murder. Yeah. So, just a whole bunch of people died. So, because of that, people hear disembodied footsteps and feel like they're being watched. And they see shadowy figures and feel like they're being followed. And it's very common in that area for people to try to confront these figures, and only for them to see that it's an actual person just hiking. Like, when they say that it's so haunted, which it confuses me because if you say it's so haunted, show me.
Show me evidence.
Tell me.
Take a picture.
Tell me your stories. Exactly. So it's so haunted that, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's so haunted to the point where, like, they're not really afraid, I guess. Or, like, they'll try to confront, like, the haunted thing in a way. But then it turns out, like, oh, it's just a regular person that just happens to be walking by.
You know what's one of the most frustrating things about newer technologies now?
What?
Where we have cameras constantly on us, like our phones. And, like, let's say that, you know, if this podcast ever grows to a point where, like, we get to go, like, ghost hunting, and if we capture something that we believe, like, oh shit, you know, it's evidence, right? People are just gonna be like, oh, it's a hoax. Like, you're just using fancy editing tricks to...
Because I don't believe
what
in
the
ghosts.
fuck?
I don't believe in ghosts.
But it's like, if we're there in the middle of it, like, we capture it, but some people just won't believe it. Just like Shane, like they've got some decent evidence.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's stubborn.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I need to take you to, like, a haunted asylum or something.
Do it. Well, we still haven't gone to the Agua Mansa Cemetery.
We haven't gone to a lot of places yet.
We haven't even gone outside your house. Alright,
I just rarely get out.
Yeah. So before the 1940s, so I'm kind of, like, going back, like, in time, and, like, I'm kind of getting closer to the present. So before the 1940s, this area used to be, like, a resort community. So, like, it kind of stopped, I guess. So now there's a lot of abandoned and, like, decaying houses. So they contribute a lot to the creepiness. And they believe that the new homes, like, the abandoned homes are, like, new homes for ghosts and visitors that are, like, are there, I guess you can say. And there's a ghostly old woman who yells at people passing by an abandoned house at the end of the road.
That's nice. Okay.
So, yeah. Like, no, but she's not real. I guess supposedly she's a ghost.
Yeah,
but I saw something else, too, that if you get closer, and I'm like, is she yelling the whole time? Or, like, that's my question. But if you get, like, closer, like, she'll be, like, at the doorway of the house, which is kind of creepy. And, like, she'll yell at you, but, like, the closer you get, like, she'll just disappear, too. So, I'll kind of, like, right now I'm going to tell you the origin of how Zombie Road was named Zombie Road. So, in the 1950s, Zombie Road was a place where teens partied, drank, and also served as lovers' lane for couples wanting to hook up, but eventually they would go looking for, like, the unexplained because of how many, like... That's why I told you, like, it's so old, it's so word of mouth. You don't know if shit's real or fake.
Okay. God, that must have been so fun to do back in the day.
Yeah. So, stories would ensue of dead boyfriends and a crazy man with hooks for hands named Zombie. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. So, Zombie was a crazy man from a mental hospital nearby who escaped and left his bloody clothes on the road. Like his gown, like his...
Yeah.
You know? So, he hid in a shack, which is like one of those old abandoned, like, houses or whatever. And he would sneak out at night and kill teens who were looking for privacy to hook up.
You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe that was just a story that parents told their teenagers, like, don't have premarital sex or the zombie's gonna get you.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, after that, supposedly, he lived the rest of his days there killing and eventually grew old and died and continues to haunt the area as a serial killer zombie.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But when I see serial killer zombie, I just think of the zombie pig from Minecraft for some reason. I don't know why.
The cool image I had in my head is now popped entirely. I'm thinking of this cool decaying serial killer like Jason, and then you're just over here, fucking Minecraft
sorry.
mom. Oh,
my bad.
Oh, okay.
So there's another version of the same story, and that zombie was actually working at an orphanage run by sadists. And there was a nearby cemetery specifically for murdered children, and he was responsible for that. Yikes. But this is all, like...
rumors.
Because I could never find anything. So I'm assuming they're just stories. And then supposedly, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And then supposedly there was an orphanage around there too that burned down, but I couldn't find any information on that. There's always an orphanage burning down somewhere. Yeah.
Are you responsible for that? Or?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I've never heard.
No, but I think it just happens to correlate with like children like dying. I guess you can say,
okay,
and then, like many people dying. So you'll see like apparitions of little children.
Mm-hmm. Again, like, I feel like
at the same time I've seen no proof. So it pisses me off. Like, I don't need the proof. I don't need a picture. Just tell me what you saw. That's all I want.
At least some record of like the kids from the orphanage would be great.
Exactly.
Something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Lawler Ford Road eventually turned into Rock Hollow Trail in 2010, but despite the rename, it will always be referred to as Zombie Road. So it's no longer a road anymore, but it's a hiking and biking trail.
Okay.
And it's like about like 2 miles long, so it's not bad at all.
Is it like flat or is it
going up? So basically, like, it's kind of like, it used to be like made out of gravel, and it's kind of flat. It's near like an elementary school. It's kind of flat, but like there's like small hills in a way. It's kind of like a little alley in a way. Okay. So there's like a whole bunch of hills on the side, but they have a whole bunch of trees. But all of these trees are the same, and they look so, like, it literally just looks the same that a lot of people kind of get lost there looking at it in a way. Because literally everything just looks the same. Which, I don't know how the fuck you would get lost, because it's literally just a single cement trail, like, or asphalt trail just going, like...
Just go either way,
yeah.
I'm sure you'll find somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they renamed it in 2010. And people have also claimed to see figures in black robes, but I couldn't find any more info on that.
Maybe more Satanists.
Which pisses... No, the original, it was sadists, not Satanists.
Oh, my bad. What?
Sadists.
Sadists? Oh, my
Sadists.
bad.
Yeah. So, so people say that as soon as the sun goes down, people feel like it gets more haunted, which makes sense because it's nighttime. Of course, yeah. And the area is heavily monitored by police, and when it's like heavily monitored when it's closed. And something I personally think that's even more scary than the ghost is that if you get caught by police, they'll fine you $1,000.
Good God!
$1,000 or jail time, and I think that is more scarier than the ghost because I cannot afford that.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. You know what?
It's so stupid.
That actually reminds me. I went in this weird little like deep rabbit hole like a couple days ago when I got off of work. It was people like, you ever seen videos of people or urban exploring, like abandoned places like hospitals and
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Remember the oil rig that we were talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, please tell me you have a fucking
update. No. So I went on TikTok and there was a picture came up of like this guy talking about like his day in life, like working at an oil rig or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's a YouTube. I think his name is Exploring with Josh, and I've seen some of his videos back when I was like a teenager. And like I think I saw him like go to like a water park or whatever. He explored an abandoned oil rig. An abandoned oil rig.
Out in the middle?
Well, not in the middle of the ocean. It's kind of like close to like the shore or whatever. Okay, but he did have to go on a boat to get there. But like it was like all graffitied up, and there was like papers everywhere, and like
graffiti just finds its way anywhere.
It was so eerie. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. I just loved it. Would I go? Maybe not because it's illegal. Duh. But I mean, like, it's still super cool.
No, but when I was like, it was so entertaining watching these people like. Obviously, like it is illegal because some places are still private property. Yeah. But they just don't do anything with the buildings. Yeah. And like if anybody does like enter it, and apparently like if someone gets injured, it technically. They could sue the person who owns the property.
Wow.
Yeah, which is interesting. Which is why, like, for some buildings they'll have like police monitoring it constantly, and even have like active fire alarms inside. It's almost kind of creepy though, like when there are some videos where, you know, people like rang the fire alarms and they were freaking out like, oh my god, what do we do? Like, just get the fuck out, obviously.
Yeah. And then I also learned how oil rigs work, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Did you learn how many people that work in an oil rig at least?
Over 40 for sure.
That's exactly what I said on the first episode.
Hold up, let me Google it again.
I said 40 to 60 for sure.
No, but like, no. These oil rigs are fucking huge. I'm assuming at least 100.
I mean, that's what I was trying to get at when you were talking to me about the explosion for that aircraft. Like, there had to be at least
nearly 200 people living and working on a rig.
Fucking God. Oh, you know, one of the worst parts about, I think I was trying to get to that point where...
Oh, wait, hold up. And also, they probably couldn't have seen the explosion because they don't really have windows. Because they have to protect themselves from the waves, because if the waves crack the windows, they can't. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So, and then I also learned how dangerous working oil rigs are, and it freaks me out, and I'm glad I don't work at an oil rig.
That's why we're doing the podcast. We're inside a room and a comfy couch.
A very hot room.
Very hot? I wouldn't say hot.
With Syndico. Syndico's best boy.
But it's like watching those urban explorers. One of the creepiest parts about it is that some of those places also have like a voice activated motion sensors. Yeah. So like, and it'll just blare at you like, you are trespassing, get off the property, and it's like spooky as shit. Yeah.
I can never urban explore.
Especially like if people are exploring.
We should go randonauting.
Huh?
Randonauting? Is that what it is?
The fuck is that?
M did a story on that. Random basically like it's like an app. I think it's called Rando something.
Oh,
and then like you basically put in like your intention or whatever, and then it'll take you somewhere. We should do that.
We should. But
I'm down.
I think one of the scariest things is that not even like encountering something haunted, but something real, like squatters or like homeless people or drug addicts that just camp out in these
my stomach went off again.
In these
and it belonged to like a whale.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh shit.
I would have gone by that sentence.
Never mind, I should have just stayed quiet.
Oh my God. But it's like when I watched one of these TikToks, like it was like these two people like in a corner and they just started yelling at the explorers. Like fuck, it is scary. I don't know why they fucking do it.
I'm pretty sure I'd just trip and die. I'd just accept it.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
Okay. So like I told you, they'll fine you up to $1,000 if you go. But when it's closed. So if you do want to visit it, anybody that lives in Missouri or plans on going to Missouri, it's opened a half hour before sunrise and it closes a half hour before sunset.
Okay.
So there's no definitive answers. I guess it just depends on how the sun is feeling. So yeah, I tried looking for real life stories from people experiencing the ghosts, but alas, I'm empty-handed.
Of course.
But I did find pictures of orbs or whatever. But also, I think... Hold up, let me double check on this. Yes, okay. So, I was on a website called Spectral Seekers, and there's this person named Twixie.
Great name.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to read their comment. I literally just copied and pasted it. So, they said, Zombie Roads is hands down one of the scariest places I've been in my life. A couple friends and I went there years ago during the summer, and even though it is in a valley, that place was unusually cold. I have been to a lot of supposed haunted places, but nothing has given me the heebie-jeebies like Zombie Road. We filmed our entire journey, but when we got back to the car to go over the tape, nothing was there. Everything got erased somehow, and the scariest thing that happened was when I fell behind the group a little bit, my bad, I cannot read. And I heard a little girl's voice come from the woods saying, "Mommy?" No, it reminds me, you want to know, it reminds me of that little baby that's all like, "Dada," and it's the girl's like, "Do I look like your fucking dad?"
I think there's something way fucking different.
No, like, I thought, when I read that, I started, like, laughing. I was just like, holy shit.
Were they like, "Mommy? Sorry." Mommy?
No.
Sorry.
No, yeah. So she was asking me if I were her mommy.
Sorry.
So yeah. So she ended up going back to the group. I caught back up with the group and I told them we needed to get the fuck out of there and I've never been back.
Yikes.
And then like 2 comments under that I just read, "This is nothing. If you really want to get haunted, go down so and so." And I was just like, okay.
Honestly though,
maybe it just depends. Cause I feel like I told you, like I think it was a couple episodes back or even last episode 3 when I was saying, if you want to see something scary will pop up if you give it power. Like if you have that intention for something spooky is gonna pop up. But if you don't,
if you're going in and believing in it,
yeah,
it's gonna show up.
Yeah. And then I didn't write this down, but like the news was actually covering this spot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they were interviewing a lady, and I guess she was going on a jog, and she felt like a sharp pain, like on her leg. And then when she got home, she looked and she had like scratch marks on her leg.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so she thinks she like encountered a demon or something. So that was kind of like, this is literally the only thing I was able to find about it. But let me go to the footage.
Oh, you got footage?
Well, like pictures, I told you.
Oh. When you say footage, I'm expecting like a video.
Yeah. My bad. Oh shoot, is there more? Oh shoot, I did not even know this!
Did you just uncover more shit?
Yeah, I think so!
Live on air?
Woo woo! It's like... it's okay.
Aw.
Hold up. Oh! Oh! Oh, great heavens.
Please tell me it's great.
Okay. Alright, let me just... I'm gonna make noise, my bad. Let me just move this out of the way. So let me just turn off... What is this thing called? Like when it... There we go. Screen lock. Anyway, so I found this old website, right?
Okay.
This is like hella old.
Wow.
This is the footage I've seen. It just looks creepy because it's dark. Anyways, we're gonna go with this one. And okay, yeah. So you see that figure right there? Mm-hmm. You think, oh wow, that's edited.
That's Buckboy.
It is edited because this is the original thing, and you'll see it right there.
Oh no.
So just for context for the viewers, or I mean the listeners, aka my aunt, it's basically just like a picture of like dirt and like and like small vegetation. Yeah, basically. And just like in the middle, it's like a figure of like a kid. It looks like a kid, like just a really dark figure. And it does look edited, but it's only because the original photo is just very, very dark. But like you can kind of see it.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, but you have to give it that. Regardless if you believe in like spiritual things or not, being alone in the forest in the middle of the night is the scariest feeling probably out there.
Because you can get fined $1,000.
I ain't got that kind of money.
So this photo was taken in 2005 by Nancy at 9:50 p.m. I wonder if she had to pay $1,000. And it shows an unexplainable upright human form shadow of a wooden area adjacent to our group. So I guess they did analysis on it, and it meets all of the classifications and standards that it's legit. And the shadow figure could not be recreated under the conditions as experienced on the investigation. And I guess supposedly there's also a documentary, and they did get fined $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
if they recorded it and then
I didn't have a chance to see it because I had to pay $4 to see it, and I said no thanks.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah, and then by the time I was about to leave, I was looking more into it, and then somebody's all like, "Oh, there's part 1 and part 2 on YouTube," and I'm all like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Thanks.
Anyways, so basically it's the photo that they sent, and it's talking about like the shadow figure in the center. Mm-hmm. So this bottom one is interesting orbs caught by Tom on November 5th, 2006. And the orbs may have, what does that say? May have a multitude of explainable causes. And these are just really weird for orbs to just randomly pop up.
Especially with like in the dark forest like that, yeah. Yeah.
It literally like just doesn't make sense. It's literally just a small white dot, like just.
I mean, but like there's alright. So there's 2, like orbs of light on there's like 4 photos, and then the 2 on the left They're like dashing.
Yeah, and I'll have these pictures on the social media.
If anything,
like I'll make a slide of them. You good?
Nope. If anything, I'll try to put it on the. Just try to like.
I'll send them to you.
Try to see if you can send it to me.
Or I could send you the link to this website, and then because literally like it's just that it's just.
Just try to see if you can just like save the photos.
Are you fucking whatever? So yeah, these are the photos, and it's just little orbs dancing around, and then I guess this is weird fog/mist. And I actually haven't gone through all of these. I just saw these and I said great. And I just came over. So I guess they found some weird fog and mist, which doesn't make sense because why is this singular place just have fog and mist and nowhere else does? So it's just pictures of fog and mist. Huzzah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to believe it, but it's a little sketchy.
Supposedly people could also saw Black Panthers here, but I highly doubt that.
In the fucking middle of Missouri.
Yeah, so supposedly, this picture really fucks me up because it looks fake, but at the same time, I'm all like, what the fuck is that? So basically, it's the cover of a paranormal documentary called Legacy of Shadows, and it features the photograph that was captured from this area, and there's shadow people on top of the hill. But it looks too good to be real, I think. I really, really think it looks too good to be real. And a lot of people, like, look at the picture.
Oh, that is fucking haunting.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
my God.
I personally think it looks a little too good to be real. And, like, this picture came up on Reddit, and people were saying that it was fake because there's no reflections on the water, right? But at the same time, this picture was taken, like, at an angle. So, like, if you were taking a picture looking up, in a way, which makes sense as to why you wouldn't see a reflection. Yeah. But this picture is pretty eerie. Just imagine, like, skinny little trees and you just see, like, literal dark, shadowy figures.
Like, just silhouettes of people.
Yeah, just standing. So, that's pretty weird.
Oh, that is fucking creepy.
So,
Dude, if I ever took that photo, I looked at my phone, I would immediately run. Nothing at that point is worth it. I'm risking everything. I'm just booking it out.
Yep.
No, sir.
So, the other pictures aren't really spooky. They're just pictures of the trail or whatever. Because, like I told you, it's like a hiking trail. So, oh, wow. So, I guess this picture that I'm about to show you... Oh, shit. So, this picture is one of the last pictures that they had taken before the battery drained completely. And can you try to spot the shadowy figure?
I can see it, yeah.
Here? Where?
Right here.
Yeah, so they were able to edit it, and that's what they were able to find.
Oh,
which is pretty eerie. And then after this photo was taken, like, the whole battery just drained, and it was like a brand new camera. So it's literally just this person. I can't tell the gender of this person, but they're wearing shorts, and they're right next to, like, the railroad. And there's just, like, a shadowy figure, like, standing on the grass. Because it's, like, gravel. Like, a gravel road or walkway. And then it's just, like, a shadowy figure right next to them on the grass. So,
I think the most creepy part about that is, like, you can kind of see, like, a bending of the knee at the bottom right there. Mm-hmm. Like, it's trying to be comfortable. Like,
yeah.
Standing up.
Yeah. So, these are just more weird pictures of, like, the orbs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's basically all I was able to conclude regarding this. I've actually never saw this until now. But yeah, I will have these pictures up for the peeps that want to listen. That want to see it, my bad. But yeah, that's the story on Zombie Road. So, it's weird. Is it? I honestly feel like it's not my best, but I was stressed.
I think it only seems like that because... most of it is just word of mouth.
Exactly.
Sure, you can say that a lot of paranormal shit can be word of mouth, but a lot of people have, like, evidence. They have photos, EVPs and shit like that. They'll have at least something that they can call concrete evidence for themselves.
Exactly.
This is just like, hey, do you see that zombie over there? This fucking might be real.
Why is it a cube shape? But yeah. Yeah, so that's that. It low-key fucked me up. And then something that's weird though is that I have headphones, like over-ear headphones, and I usually listen to music while I'm doing research. It just depends on what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm not even playing music, but I have them on because I don't know, I've always done that. Like,
I gotta have music on.
Yeah, like I'll have my, like, even if I have AirPods, like, I'll have my AirPods on, but sometimes I'm not even listening to anything, but just the fact that they're in my ears makes me feel secure. I don't know. I don't know. But, so when I was wearing these headphones, I had taken one of them, like, off behind my ear, and then the other one was covering my ear. And throughout the whole time I was home alone and researching this, I kept hearing a whole bunch of things in my house. Yeah. Yikes. So,
This is haunted, burn it down.
So...
Just like that orphanage.
So, I did hear, what's it called? So, I was low-key freaking out, kind of, in a way, because, like, I have a desk in the living room, and, like, as soon as I turn to my left, I just see the bathroom, and the bathroom door is always open, and it's dark. So it's kind of, like, eerie in a way, because I was doing this with the lights off in my whole house because we have curtains. So, I was freaking out because I felt like I kept hearing things, like, things dropping, but I was just too lazy to go check, because I was all like, nah, I'm fine. You know, you can do what you want to do. I'll be in my corner. If you want to haunt the place if you exist. If not, there's a recurring joke in my family about a ghost from Big Bear.
What?
Yeah, and it involves me, which, I mean, so I feel like as soon as I have to bring this up, because as I'm speaking about this, my aunt is gonna tell me, oh, it's the ghost from Big Bear. So I guess like a couple years back, my sister, she plays softball. We had a game up in Big Bear. So it's all foresty and everything, and it's kind of like a small forest, a whole bunch of, like, big-ass pine trees or whatever. So I asked Mom if I could explore, and she said that was fine. So I explored with, I think, somebody that's, like, a couple years younger than me, and then, like, her little brother. I think they were, like, the siblings of one of my sister's teammates. So we went, and we wanted to follow, like, along the forest or whatever. And we kept seeing, like, scattered clothes, but I'm just assuming it was, like, homeless people. Mm-hmm. You know? And then eventually we ended up reaching a cemetery. So, you know, we were just there and we were chilling. And then my phone battery drained.
Oh my god, all the worst signs.
And then when we were walking back, I found a jar that had weird, strange red liquid, and I decided to take it home.
Oh, hold on. Before you digress any fucking further with this story, why the fuck did you go mysterious red liquid in a jar?
I was a teenager.
I'm gonna take you home.
Yeah.
Did you take the clothing while you were fucking at it?
No, because it's disgusting.
Oh, but the red jar. Oh my god.
No, but, like, it was also, like, part of a neighborhood, so since we couldn't get lost, we were at the very edge, and there was, like, a whole wooden fence alongside, like, the small little forest. Mm-hmm. So we were just following it just to make sure we weren't getting lost. And then we spotted this homeless guy, and then we made a run for it. But, yeah, I ended up taking the jar home, but I don't know where it's at. So, because of that, my aunt thinks that every time I hear something like that, she thinks it's, like, the ghost from Big Bear. So we always make jokes about, like, the ghost from Big Bear. So I know she's going to bring it up when I start mentioning that I kept hearing things.
As long as the jar isn't open, I think you'll be fine.
I don't know. But then, and it was kind of like, I think it was kind of like those jars where they have, like, the garlic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Or, like, it's kind of like baby food. I don't know. I couldn't tell which one it was. But it was one of those. It was kind of, like, small in a way.
Oh, okay.
But it had red liquid. It didn't look like blood. It kind of looked, like, brighter than that. Like, a little bit, like, see-through in a way. So I just thought it looked cool, so I took it. But yeah. So I was low-key freaking out at home. But I'm all like, wait a minute. I was like, they're not real. And even if they are real, they can't touch me. And then after that, the ice machine, like, from my fridge, like, dropped all the ice, and I was like, okay, I'm just crazy. And then I just put my headphones back on and continued with my life. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a weird coincidence. I don't know if my house is actually haunted.
I mean, that's when I wear headphones, I don't usually like to cover both of my ears.
I do.
I can't stand it because I need to be hearing... In case somebody needs me for something, or in case I hear, like, anything.
They could be needing me for something, and I wouldn't care. I'm listening to my stuff.
I always have no matter what, like if I'm playing a game or anything like that, like if I have it on,
Yeah.
always on my left ear and then the headphone behind my right ear.
Yeah. No, the
Always.
reason as to why I had one on and one off is because I kept hearing screaming outside. And by screaming, I mean children screaming, which is my neighbors. And the thing is that these snot-nosed kids love throwing their toys over to my fence. And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or I don't know if they're doing it, like, not intentional because they're kids. But I feel like they're sometimes trying to target my dog and trying to throw stuff at my dog. But honestly, it's more toys for my dog because I don't pick them up. I just leave them there.
See, this is why.
So they see all their toys in my yard. I don't pick them up there. Literally, like my dog has destroyed so many of their toys because they don't come over to ask for them, and I don't pick them up and I don't give them back.
This is why Zombie burnt down that orphanage, man. Fuck them kids.
Maybe I'm Zombie.
Maybe I'm him. I'm just literally him. Oh, maybe he had it right. Maybe you're him.
Yeah, maybe I am him.
I can see it. Yeah.
I'll just burn down an orphanage. So yeah, my dog has like a whole bunch of toys, so I haven't bought him toys in like months, cause he just destroys and he humps like.
I don't know. You had to add the little part in, but okay.
I have to because that's all he does. I don't know how he does it if he has his balls chopped off.
Oh my god, Jesus!
I don't know how he does it. I was like, weren't you supposed to lose sensation there? Like what? I'm confused. But yeah, that is my story on Zombie Bridge and my current paranormal experience. I don't even think if I can count it that.
I guess
I feel like I just leave stuff in random places, like at the edge, and it just falls.
I think maybe some like stories like that are what cause like the word of mouth stories, especially for the zombie road.
Like the ghost of Big Bear, it's never gonna die down in my family.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
But eventually, like, you know, people, like, if you talk about it enough, there'll be some sort of story about maybe some kind of place over there is haunted. You know, maybe somebody did die and took off all their clothing for some odd reason and left a little vial of
started
blood.
dancing around naked on a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Me.
Could happen.
Yeah, could happen. But yeah,
Right.
that's my story.
I guess both of our stories are pretty short. For this
They're short, but they're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't proud of this one, I think it's still pretty interesting.
Yeah. I was proud of mine, but I guess I felt a little bad because I didn't think I rushed through it, but it just felt short.
I feel that. Yeah, I did feel short too. I contest to that.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're excited for FNAF. We're gonna see it late. We can't see it on opening.
I know, it's a tragedy.
But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna see all the spoilers on TikTok.
I'm gonna try my best not to see it. I avoided so much when...
I kind of didn't even want to see the trailers because I wanted to be surprised. Like with Saw X, when we went to see Saw X, I refused to see the trailers because I just wanted to be surprised.
When it comes to I feel like the only people that really spoil their trailers are like Marvel or DC.
Basically.
Yeah, they spoil the shit out of their movies in their own trailers.
Yeah.
So every time they release one, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I stay clear from it.
I feel that.
Just like I don't know. But then again, I haven't really watched like any new Marvel property at all.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched the new season of Loki.
All right.
Thank you guys, everybody, so much for again stopping by, listening to us, watching us if you're on YouTube. Hopefully you guys had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or any types of caffeine while you listen to us. Join us in our little cults crusades of caffeine. Oh.
Except for him, he's the Jehovah's Witness of G Fuel.
Not just G Fuel.
I love that. I think that was very smart on my part.
I just love caffeine.
I feel very proud. And you were here trying to convince me to take some.
Convince you? I'm trying to convert you.
Convert me.
Convert you, yeah.
I don't need another addiction. No, like by addiction, like I don't have a severe addiction. I promise. I don't think I'm addicted to anything.
Anybody can get addicted to anything. It's just moderation.
Yeah.
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 Like when I'm telling you, like right now, you see all like the G Fuel tubs like in my room. I bought them almost so close to each other, but I bought them almost quickly. Like, I had a really, really bad, like, G Fuel buying phase.
There's,
I stopped for, thank God, for a while.
There's this brand, I don't know what it's called, but they collaborated with Saw.
They didn't say what it was, and it was bothering me so fucking much. Was it like creatine, protein powder, energy, like caffeine? It didn't say what it was. It just said the flavors.
Yeah.
It was pissing me off. I hate when like companies and products just don't say what it is. They just say, "Hey, we collaborated with this person. Here's the name of the flavor, but we won't give you what the flavor is. Just the name of it."
Well, it was like strawberry and shit like that. I'm trying to look for it.
You know, Sniper Wolf had a collaboration with G Fuel.
Who?
Sniper Wolf.
Sniper Wolf?
Yeah. But like since yesterday, since all this shit went down,
they stopped.
I went on their app.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking like thing, any trace of her, gone.
Wow.
Just gone.
That really makes me happy though. Like when problematic people when they just stop. Oh, there we go. Insane Labs. I think that's what they were. Is it Insane Labs? Yeah, it's a kill kit bundle. I'm assuming high stim pre-workout. They're all pre-workouts.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks super cool and eerie and creepy.
The shaker cup is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't really take pre-workout like that at all. So that's not really my thing. I just do caffeine.
I follow this company called Vampire Cosmetics, and they're the one that's making the Silent Hill one. So I had pre-ordered it and I had followed them, and I forgot which rock star they were collaborating with to make a makeup palette. It's the lead singer of a rock band. I just genuinely forgot who it was, but he ended up making a transphobic comment, which pissed them off because they're also queer owned as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
They're female owned and queer owned, and then literally they're like, what the fuck? So all of the pre-orders, they just give them back. They're like, there we go. We caught contact with him that same weekend, dude. Same weekend,
as they fucking should.
They released a statement, and they were all like, yeah, we're not collaborating with this dude anymore. Just
dropped it completely.
Yep, just dropped it.
Good. So
I'm excited for that palette because and it's gonna be fucking Pyramid Head. It's Pyramid Head and the Nurse. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you. That sounds like a great time.
Right. So
I've been trying to craft an outro, but I can't really craft one together. Right now, you just heard me
should we write something down?
I've been trying to write it down. Right now, you heard me say hopefully you finish your cup of coffee or tea, or whatever thing.
That was pretty genius.
I'm trying to concoct one in my head, but every time I say it out loud,
I feel like it makes better sense in the beginning. So
what I was going to try to do is I want every time we start, I want to try to say I hope you brought whatever, and then by the end of the podcast I say I hope you finished your drink or whatever, etc.
I hope y'all have caffeine in your system.
I hope you guys are just having a good day.
I know I need it because I'm gonna go to work after.
I'm telling you, there's a can.
I'm not gonna drink the fucking G Fuel.
There's a can right there. Hold up.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
Michigan.
Hold on. I need you.
I don't need to do anything.
You have to, though. What the fuck is my book? God damn it.
Is it gonna make me poop?
No. A book?
I thought you said a book. I thought you were talking about a drink. Never mind.
No.
What is that?
It's the Divine Comedy.
What?
I need you.
What?
To swear. By me.
No.
Put your right hand over this.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Over this Bible.
No.
With this, your cup should never be empty.
That's gay. No, I hope people don't get offended when I say that's gay. I'm gay, and I say that's gay for any little thing.
I know what you are. Fuck.
He wanted me to swear over a book, and then to hold the G Fuel, and then he tried, I don't know, saying his corpse bride vows, which is hella weird.
I'm trying to indoctrinate you. G Fuel, man. Come on.
You are. You are.
It's a beautiful cold.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's not.
No, I was gonna say I'm glad you also brought that up because we
Michael and I literally went into an epic rap battle phase this whole past week.
It wasn't a phase. It's not a phase.
No, we went back in on it and we went crazy. Like Michael even made a whole playlist for us to listen to it.
I'm gonna save it on our podcast account because
we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it's a public playlist.
Wow.
That anyone can just listen to. So I'm just gonna save it.
I need to make a playlist of like just
shit.
the vibes for the podcast, so that if we were to ever have a live show, that music could be playing before the show starts. That'd be cool. I'm doing positive affirmations. One day, we'll have a live show some way somehow.
I'll just do positive.
Even if it's local, that'd be cool.
If we can just book out like the downtown theater, it'd be pretty cool.
That would be really cool. Or even my backyard. I don't have a backyard.
Just the front yard, my front yard.
Yeah.
We'll just have like a weird live audience out there.
Yeah.
Man, but listening to all that, all the epic rap battles, it brought some memories back.
It did. No, and then because I started binging them, I was using that DJ filter on Spotify. I already told you.
Ew, you used.
But, well, it's because like sometimes like I get very picky when it comes to songs, so then I just pick the DJ so I don't have to touch anything. So like, no. So like I'm listening to it, and then like, and the only thing that freaks me out is that it talks back to you.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that.
Like that, like I know like you've been listening to like some heavy stuff lately or like some video game stuff, and I was like, what the fuck, like, and then they started playing epic rap battles, and I was just like, oh, it's gone to that part where my DJ even suggests epic rap battles.
This is so fucking good.
Yeah, we need to recite some.
What do you mean recite?
Learn how to like recite a song, and then we should just dress up as those characters and then just battle each other.
Like, we just like to each other or like on a stage?
On a stage. Well, by stage I mean in front of Daisy and Nicole.
Oh, I was gonna say like if we ever do like a live show kind of thing like that.
Ew, no! I would never do that.
I thought to myself like, I think last week where I was like, if we ever get to that point, I'm like, I want to do. Like
what would be your entrance song?
No, not an entrance song, but like a little pre-show. Like, cause like people are coming out of their way to see us or hear the stories, right?
Sadly. We're horrible. So
I thought to myself like, well, what would be kind of funny, or like something that people could do or like interact with. So I'm like, I could do like a raffle to people to, if we can get like a gigantic projector, just like us playing Smash with fans, or like playing Rock Band. I think would be pretty cool.
No, but like that would be cool. But there's also this singer. Oh crap! I don't know her name, but she does this cool interaction thing with her fans that she gives out people. She gives out like a couple cards. And I think, like, she gives out, like, a couple of white cards and then a couple of, like, red cards, basically. And there's some people, like, she gives it to one person, and that person is the killer. So, the killer in the audience. So, it's kind of like a whole true crime case, like, during her concert.
They're going to just be like,
and
that person has to commit murder on the fucking stage.
No. Like, they'll give, like, they have to secretly give these cards to random people, but that person can't say who gave it to them.
Okay.
So then people, like, at the end of the show, she asked, okay, like, who do you guys think the murderer is? And then, like, if they can figure it out, like, you know, like, then, woo, that's it. But if they can't figure it out, the murderer gets their ticket refunded to them. So they went for free.
Oh, that's cool.
That's super cool.
I mean, if we could, yeah. So
that'd be super cool.
Yeah. Hopefully one day.
Yeah. One day.
But if we're just doing like...
I've never ever gone to live shows, so I don't know how they work. I've only gone to one.
If we ever do it, we're just going to try to figure it out as everything goes along.
That'd be cool. If we ever get an opportunity, I hope so.
Maybe.
Positive affirmations.
That's... Oh, man, that's a future thing, though, that we're going to have to figure out. If we do it.
I love how we're trying to close this thing, but then we keep talking, and then we try to close it, and then we keep talking.
Well, it's just, I mean...
this is like...
Some of it will be edited out, obviously.
Yeah, this is a good hangout. I feel like that's what our friend Nicole said, that she likes listening to it, because it's literally like we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole point. You know, we want y'all to hang out with us, with these weird Gen Zers, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say stuff. I get it from my mom. Anyways, my dad's birthday passed, and I didn't tell him happy birthday.
I don't know.
He didn't tell me happy birthday. Yeah.
You don't know me, I don't know him.
Yeah. I don't like my dad.
I don't know your dad either.
Not me trauma dumping right here. Anyways, so I guess that's the end of the episode. So our social media for the podcast, I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know it. It's just Caffeinated Creeps Podcast on Instagram. And for our email, it's caffeinatedcreepspodcast@gmail.com. Please email us if you have any paranormal stories or if you have any requests. You can also DM us. Our Twitter or X, fuck Elon. It's C Creeps, my bad. C Creeps Pod. So you can DM us there too. I'm like the only one that uses it, and I haven't done anything.
I haven't even accessed our Instagram yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's all we got. That's all I got.
So if you are watching and or listening on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out uploads every Friday. Same thing as Spotify. Follow us there. Turn on the notifications over there. Give us a rating. Gander at the poll that I have down below. Give us a little feedback on the questions down below as well. And we will see you guys next Friday.
Sayonara.
Later.
What was that?
Just like the little slur was just a great like little filling of voice.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up. Wait, hold on.
Oh, clink. That sounded so terrible.
Hold on. Only one more. Ready? Perfect. That was so dumb.